Hey, what's up? It's Jared with State Attack, and today we're going to do another kind of haul video because my Apple Watch band, the nylon band that I've been using for just about a full year now, is starting to feel a little weird. It doesn't feel as comfortable as it once did. The Velcro isn't hanging on as tightly as it once did, and even though it's a little frustrating considering this is like a $50 band, I think, or maybe even more, I felt that it's time to really go on a search to try and find another one. That led me to going onto Amazon and doing a search, looking around for different watch bands. I realized that I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on another watch band in the off chance that the next version of the Apple Watch is a different size and or shape. I didn't want to invest another $50 plus into an Apple brand band. I wanted to look at some of the alternatives. So, not all these showed up at the same time. One of them was a little bit delayed, which is why I already put one on my watch. I put the first one that came in on my watch, which is another style of like a nylon band from a brand called CARTERJETT, I think is the name. And CARTERJETT makes a lot of different watch bands and stuff, but they make this nylon. They're calling it the NATO 42 gray watch band. New, I don't know. Do they sell used ones? But anyways, it came in this box. And it is a watch band that is more of kind of like a traditional style watch band in the sense that it's not like a closed loop that you just tighten or whatnot. It's a traditional style watch band made of nylon. And I like the way it feels. It has kind of a utility, like a utility belt type of feel to it. It's actually relatively comfortable. I did notice that it takes a little bit of wiggling back and forth to get these to lock in. These watch bands come with the attachments that go right into the watch itself. This is the larger of the watches. Of course, all these watch bands that I am talking about in this video are also available for the different variations and sizes of the Apple Watch. So the links down in the description below are going to work for you. But this nylon watch band I just really liked because it had a little bit more of a utility feel to it. It adjusts right here so that when you have the watch band on, the excess has a place to go. I just kind of liked the look and feel of it, and so I thought I'd give it a try. I really like this watch band, and the other watch band that I've had prior to this is like the sport band, which I liked wearing for going to the gym and stuff like that. But I found that the nylon one was just really comfortable because it is kind of soft, but I'm really liking this more utility style watch band. All right, so the next watch band is actually another nylon one, very much like the Apple Watch nylon band. And the reason that I ordered this one is because I was remembering what I really liked about the nylon watch band from Apple in the first place. And that was when it was new and it just had a really soft feel to it. It's not nylon like a hard, more utility belt type of feel like the first watch band. It's really soft, and I liked that about the watch band. And so I wanted to kind of try another one and try an aftermarket one. So we're going to go ahead and throw this on and give it a try. We'll slide this right in, and hopefully it is nice and secure. It just went in really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and see how this feels on for the first time. This really feels exactly like the Apple brand watch band, and this is significantly cheaper than the nylon band that Apple sells. It has the same kind of Velcro attachment, which this Velcro feels like the Apple Watch band did when it was new, and I just like the look and feel. This comes in a variety of different colors. I'm not even going to try and say the brand name because I'll butcher it. I'm just going to link to it down below, but this is considered the Storm Gray color, which I think looks really good with the black watch, and considering I wear a lot of like blacks and grays, I think it matches really well. It looks really good with what I wear. I really like this watch band. I think it's definitely going to be a keeper. Let's move on to the next one. So the next band is from Supcase. This is called the Unicorn Beetle Pro, and this is a little bit more of a all-around protection type of case that gives it more of an industrial feel. Now I went ahead and ordered the green color. I don't really know why. I guess I just kind of liked the way that it looked, and I figured since I'm going more military style with this case, I might as well get a more military looking style case. So this is a more full-formed case that you're just simply going to slip the body of your Apple Watch into, and you're going to basically put it in there just like you would a phone into a phone case, and it slides right in and it gives it protection all the way around. Now, I wear my Apple Watch upside down. Essentially, I like having the dial and the button on the inside of my arm as opposed to the outside, because when I'm using gloves or working out, I'm constantly pushing buttons and messing things up. So on a watch like this, it actually is not going to work too well for me because I'd have to be able to change the straps around. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on the way it was designed to go on. Even though my watch is essentially going to be upside down, I can go into the settings and change that. But I want to get a feel for how this band feels. You know, so far I'm not really liking it. I think it's a little much. It kind of makes the Apple Watch look cheap, essentially. I mean, this definitely is going to protect the Apple Watch, and if I was out doing things that would maybe put my watch at risk of hitting something, or, you know, maybe working with tools, I would definitely go for a watch band like this because it adds a ton of protection all the way around the Apple Watch, which is really nice. However, it's just not really a style or a feel that I go for. It just doesn't fit me too well, but I do like the band. I think it provides protection, and it definitely gives a little bit of a different style. Maybe if you wanted your Apple Watch to look more like a standard watch, definitely go for something like that. But for me, it's just a little much, but it does add a lot of protection to the watch, which I think is the main purpose of this case. When you take the Apple Watch in and out, I noticed that if you put too much pressure where the dial is, this is kind of a thin area on the case. So I would recommend sliding the watch out from the side that does not have the bezel, but sliding it out from that side so that way you're not putting any extra stress on the edge of this case. You definitely want to make sure it lasts. It's not a super expensive case to begin with, but you want to make sure that it lasts. So before I jump into the last two bands that I bought off of Amazon, I thought I would feature the watch band that I bought off of Etsy. Now, you never necessarily know what you're going to get on Etsy. Etsy is a place where you can order stuff that is handmade, and this is definitely a handmade leather watch band. And I had to get some kind of connectors for it that were loops so that I could put a traditional watch band that didn't have its own Apple Watch attachments on it. And I ordered those off of Amazon, so I'll link to these down below because you do need these if you order one of these watch bands. But this leather band is genuine leather, and it's a beautiful watch band, and it just feels so good. I absolutely love using it on my Apple Watch. The only problem is that I tend to not like to sweat into leather products too much, even though they do really well with that. And so I tend to take this Apple Watch band off from time to time and just only use it like maybe when I'm going out or I want to dress up my Apple Watch a little bit. But that just looks so nice. It's such a nice Apple Watch band. And there are so many people on Etsy making custom watch bands. You're going to spend quite a bit more than you would on these last two that I'm going to show you, which you get on Amazon, but you're going to get a much higher quality product because this is handmade. You could have it customized. You could have them monogrammed, all sorts of different things that you can do by ordering them off of Etsy. So I just wanted to give that a plug because this band is just absolutely beautiful, and I've had it for quite a while. I actually bought this when I still had my last Apple Watch, and considering the sizes stayed relatively the same, I was able to just bring it over and use it on this watch. All right, so we're going to jump into the last two Apple Watch bands. This is a leather band with a brown accent and browned leather. Now, it is another brand name that I'm going to butcher, so I'll make sure to link to them down below, and I'm showing you the link on the screen so that you can keep them in the appropriate order. But what I did like about this band is that the top portion of it was leather, while the bottom portion of it was rubber, which means this is a band that can look fancy, but function for all different use cases, such as those instances when you're at the gym and you might be a little sweaty and you don't want your Apple Watch band to just get really gross on the bottom because of the sweat. The top portion is like a faux leather, the bottom portion is rubberized, which is kind of nice, and now I have kind of the best of both worlds. I don't get that weird kind of wet leathery feeling on the bottom of the watch. I have the nice rubberized, and then on the top of it, it's nice and kind of modern looking. And it has the kind of the black accents around the side too, which gives it kind of a neat look. I kind of like this band. It feels all right. It feels like a rubber band. It's not anything special, but it gives you kind of that form and function both at the same time. I was just going to call it like the mullet of watch bands, business in the front, party in the back. But that's not too appropriate because, the watch band just it looks good, but then on the back side it has that rubberized feel for those of you that just don't want a watch band to get all nasty. And this watch band, the one that I talked about that I got off of Etsy, is just a nice solid piece of leather, and genuine leather will hold up to that a lot better than faux leather that you would get off of Amazon on like a cheap watch band. There are genuine leather products you can get off of Amazon, but this leather is not the same as that leather. So let's move on to the last one, which also is a leather band. This is the Marge Plus, M-A-R-G-E. I was going to say Mirage, but that's the word Marge. So the Marge Plus, it's an Apple Watch band, and I chose it because it had a little bit more of a lighter look, and it had a nice kind of brushed aluminum finish on the accessories, and I liked that because it did give it kind of more of a light and airy look, whereas my other bands here were a little bit more dark. And so let's go ahead and throw this one on and see what it looks like. Now, being that this is the dark Apple Watch, the black one, this band definitely contrasts big time with this particular watch. But if you had a different color Apple Watch, perhaps like a silver, space gray type of color, lighter color, it might actually look a little better. But you have the polished buckle here, the attachments that go into the Apple Watch. The connecting points here are kind of like more like a brushed, maybe slightly polished aluminum look. And I think that just gives it a nice kind of classy look. So I like this Apple Watch band for that purpose, that it is a little bit classier looking. I typically am no classier than the way you see me right now. So for me, this is not a typical look that I would go for. But the reason that I wanted to check it out was just to see if maybe it was something that I felt might be a color and a style that I would like. You really don't know unless you try some of these, and one of the nice things about a lot of products like this on Amazon is that you have the free returns option, which basically means that if you don't like it, you can return it without paying a restocking fee, and that's a really nice option. Of course, I think it's only available to Amazon Prime members, and so you get that Amazon Prime shipping, get things here nice and quick, and you get that free returns on a lot of products as well. So it's definitely something to try out. For me, I think that I'm going to be jumping back and forth between my new nylon, like soft nylon band, which I really like. I'll probably wear this one when I'm doing things maybe a little more sporty, like going to the gym or going for a walk or something like that, or I just want something nice and that just feels nice and comfortable. And then I'll probably switch to the first band that I looked at, which was the nylon band, the gray, more like military looking or utility looking nylon band. I think because I just really like the look of this band, and it's something you don't see on everybody's wrist either, is a watch band like this, so I do like that. And then of course my custom one from Etsy that I like because it is nice leather, it's real leather, it's not a cheap band, it has a nice clasp on it, and it just feels really good, and it looks really good when I want to dress up my Apple Watch a little bit. So like I said, all the links are down in the description below to all of these bands that I showed you. Definitely check that out. If you like videos like this, where I kind of take a variety of products and talk about them and showcase them, definitely let me know down in the comment section. And if there's an Apple Watch band that you like, a color specifically, I would love to know your favorite color. What color is your Apple Watch? What color is your band? Because I'm always looking for different color combinations and stuff as well, and I love to learn and see what you guys have and what you implement into your own lives. So that's going to do it for this video. Click that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel here if you liked it. And once again, by clicking on those links in the description, it helps support our channel here and keeps the lights on and all that good stuff. So thanks so much for doing that, and we'll see you back in the next one. Take care.